Hello and welcome. My name is Maddie G. I am your play-by-play and color commentator for this game up against Davison Elkins College, our women's basketball team. It is the second game of this tournament that the team is playing in. Davison Elkins with the serve over to Edinboro today. Sierra Jackson with a nice strong hit. We saw that all last night from her. Brings it right over to Davison Elkins' side. It's going to be out on Davison Elkins, and Edinboro is going to get the point. Strong first point, quick first point for Edinboro there. Megan Skruptok, senior, is going to be up to serve. Serve is up and over. Davison Elkins with the play. Edinboro with the block. I believe that was Paige Morris, the sophomore, which we saw a lot of last year as a freshman playing. We talked last night a lot about how a lot of the Edinboro teams and even other teams that we play against, they get a lot of freshmen out there on the court, field, whatever they're playing on, and it makes for really good experience for them to kind of grow off of for their future years. Davison Elkins with a tip, finding that little spot. Every so often Edinboro has that little spot. They go for it, they're ready for it, but it just, their hand doesn't get quite there on that. It was Alicia Eldridge. She was there for it, but just a little too far out. Davison Elkins with the point. The serve's going to be up and over the back line on Edinboro's side, giving Edinboro the point. 3-1 now. Edinboro in the lead. We're going to have some substitutions here. Jessica Giannacaro, sophomore out of Rochester, New York, up to serve now. Serve is up and over. Davison Elkins ready for it. There, Labaro ready for that pass. Setting up a nice play for her teammates right over to Edinboro's side. Davison Elkins, number 3, Kelly Smith, is going to be up to serve for Davison Elkins. Score is 3-2. Edinboro in the lead. Nice serve and a nice play on Edinboro's side. It looked like maybe they were just trying to get it over. Over to Davison Elkins, who had a nice play set, getting themselves a point on the Edinboro side. It's still very, very early in this game, though. 3-3 in the first match. Davison Elkins, Kelly Smith back up to serve. Serve is up and over. Edinboro's going to give it a nice hit. I believe that was number 18. Hannah Cantrell with that nice hit there that smacked right off of Davison Elkins' player hands and right out to give Edinboro the point. Sierra Jackson with that serve. And if you notice with Sierra Jackson's serve, she goes all the way out. And I know last night we saw she went all the way out and still smacked it all the way to the other end of the gym. She's got a very, very strong arm. We've talked about that. And you'll see it again as she serves as Edinboro got that point. 5-3. Serve is up and over. Nice serve. Davison Elkins was ready though. Number 14, Megan Skruptok of Edinboro, went for it, but it kind of bounced off her arm in the wrong direction, giving Davison Elkins the point. Number 7 for Davison Elkins, Brianna Hoffman up to serve now. Hoffman's a senior of the team. Serve is up and over. Skruptok with the dig. A set and a hit from Sally Sturkle, a freshman on Edinboro's team, giving Edinboro the point with our hit. 6-4. Hannah Brenetar, a sophomore from Edinboro, out of Concord Township, Ohio, up to serve. Serve is up and 7-4 now. It looks like they called something on Davison Elkins. I'm not sure. My eyes were down, but it did give Edinboro the point. 7-4 here at McComb Fieldhouse in this first match. If you're just now tuning in to our stream here on ETV or watching live on ETV, my name is Maddie G. I'm your color commentator and play-by-play commentator for this women's volleyball matchup against Davison Elkins College. If you are tuning in on WFSC as well as watching on ETV, WFSC is broadcasting the men's football game live from Lake Erie College. It's Luke and Chris on the call. I am trying to keep up with it as I'm going here. It's a big day for sports, as we said a lot last night. At 2 p.m. today at Sox Harrison, the women's home opener soccer game. So if you're around, get out there, support the team. Benatar serve back over to Davis and Elkins. A hit from the Senators is out of bounds, so Edinboro is going to get that point. Benatar is going to be back up to serve. 8-4 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Benatar's serve is up and over. A nice dig from Davis and Elkins. A set and a hit over to Edinboro. Jessica Giannacaro was ready though. Edinboro with a nice play back over to the Senators side. A nice hit from, I believe that's number 2, Raven Hedrick. Her hair is very long. Number 8, excuse me, Caitlin LaCour. Nice hit from her. Jessica Giannacaro was ready, though it kind of went out of bounds. They watched it, they all kind of followed it, made sure that if it was going to stay in, they were ready for it. But a block from the Senators gets them a point. 8-6 now here at Macomb Fieldhouse. LaCour back up to serve for the Senators. Serve is up and over. A set and a hit. A nice little block from the Senators. A very, very strong game still. 8-7 right now. It's a lot of back and forth play right now as we're just getting started. We saw that last night with Lock Haven and Edinboro. Very, very strong play from this tournament so far. Nice tip from Edinboro, but the Senators were ready. We saw this a lot with Lock Haven last night. Both teams are very, very ready for anything that's coming to them. They're not letting anything go past them. They're not letting anything be missed. That's very important in a volleyball game, especially in a match as close as this. 8-8 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this first match. They're going to give the Senators the point for that. 8-9. Senators in the lead now. Core back up to serve. Serve is up and short, giving Edinboro the point, and they're going to be back up to serve here now. Looks like number 16, Sally Sturkle, freshman out of Chesterland, Ohio. Serve is up and over. A dig from the Senators, a set, and a save of a hit back over to Edinboro's side. A nice hit from number 14, Megan Skrepchuk, sends it back over to the Senators' side, but they were ready, sending it back right over to Edinboro. Skrepchuk still working to get the ball over there. Back and forth here at Macomb Fieldhouse, a lot of it. A set and a hit from Skrepchuk going into the net, giving the Senators the point for that one. 9-10 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Senators from Davis and Elkins College are in the lead. A little bit of floor cleanup. We saw this again last night. Got to make sure your court's safe so that you can play on it safely. Serve is up and over. Edinboro saving the ball there. Alicia Eldridge, sending it back over to the Senators' side. Edinboro, both Paige Morris and Alicia Eldridge were there ready for the block, but it kind of slipped in between both of them and the net, which we see, that's kind of something you can't prevent in volleyball, it's to my knowledge. If it's happening, it's already happening. Senators have it kind of in the middle, a lot of play. Again, we see it right in between the player and the net. It's very hard to kind of redeem the ball from that. Alicia Eldridge for Edinboro is going to be up to serve. 10-11. Davis and Elkins is in the lead. A set and a tip from Davis and Elkins. Sends it over to Edinboro's side. Megan Skrupchak with a nice hit. Right back over. Alicia Eldridge ready for it though. She's gonna send it to Molly Breer. Eventually goes over to Davis and Elkins, but they did get the point. 12-10 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. Breer there to Eldridge to Sierra Jackson, who's now back in the game. Excuse me, not Lockhaven. Davis and Elkins is going to get that point. 13-10, still a very, very close match here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. A little bit too hard of a hit there from Edinboro's side, pushing it a little bit out of bounds. 14-10 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. They're going to take a timeout. Again, if you're just now tuning in, my name is Maddie G. I'm your play-by-play and color commentator for this game today. If you tuned in last night, Edinboro, and to the Edinboro Lockhaven game, Edinboro did take the win, excuse me, against Lockhaven in a 3-match sweep. It was a very, very close game, though. The whole game was back and forth. It was a lot of back and forth play, strong hits, strong playing that we saw from both sides. I know I said towards the end of the game to Trey Staunch, who was on the call with me, if that's any indication of how the season's going to go for this division, I am very excited. I was excited before, but I'm very excited again. I'm just even more excited. All right, looks like we're going to get back into play here. Ball is up and just barely over that net. Eldridge to Jackson with their strong hit. The Senators were ready for that Skrupchak with the set to Eldridge with Sierra Jackson back at it for that strong hit. Davis and Elkins blocked it, but Hannah Breer was there. Or excuse me, Molly Breer was there, ready for it, sending it back over. Alicia Eldridge trying to go for that ball, was very ready for it. Just a little bit out of reach, giving Davis and Elkins the point. Jackson with a nice tip right over the net. Even when Jackson tips the ball, it's a strong hit. Almost went to the back end of the box. Edinboro with that point. 11-15 here now at Macomb Fieldhouse in this first match. Megan Skrupchak up to serve. Serve is up and over. A dig and a set and a hit from Davis and Elkins. But our Libero, Molly Breer, was ready for it. Sending it back over to Davis and Elkins. A kind of meant to be set, I think. It was almost a back set and sending it out of the box, giving Edinboro the point. 12-15 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Davis and Elkins in the lead. Megan Skrupchak up to serve. Serve is up and just barely over. Davis and Elkins a little further out, ready for that serve, and the ball landed almost right in front of the net, giving Edinboro the serve. Skrupchak back up to serve. The Senators with that point, 16-13 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Davis and Elkins with the serve over to our Libero. Set from Eldridge. Hit from Sierra Jackson, kind of blocked right off the girl's hand, bounced back at Edinboro's side. That's something else you have to watch for when you have such a strong hit, is if it gets blocked, it's coming right back at you with that amount of force, which Edinboro is really good about keeping track of that. With a little bit of miscommunication there, but Edinboro did redeem themselves. Sierra Jackson's going to go ahead and smack it on over. The Senators, again, were ready. This is it's very aggressive play here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Very close match. Gonna be 13-17 now. 14-17 now, excuse me. Live update from the Lake Erie College game, football game against Edinboro. Score is 0-0 currently, with 7:54 left in the first. Edinboro up to serve. It's going to be Jessica Giannicaro. Serve is up and over. Over to Davis and Elkins, who are ready. Tried to tip it over, but ended up getting a 2-hit from one player, giving Edinboro the point, excuse me. 17-15 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Davis and Elkins still in the lead. Jessica Giannicaro switching her position here on the serve. Still a strong serve right back over there. But a strong hit from Davis and Elkins sends the ball right into the middle of the floor on Edinboro's side. 18-15. Davis and Elkins College, or excuse me, Labaro. Kelly Smith up to serve now. Serve is up and over. Megan Skrupchak was ready for that though, but it ended up being Davis and Elkins point. 19-15 here. Davis and Elkins, Kelly Smith back up to serve. Serve is up and over. Skrupchak ready for that though. Set from Eldridge and a hit from Sally Sturkle. Sends it over to Davis and Elkins. Ooh. Molly Breer kind of running for that one a little bit. Got it up in the air, but it just wasn't high enough for anybody else to get Davis and Elkins with that point. 20-15 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. A little bit of a timeout here. I'm going to give you some stats. As I was speaking in those last couple volleys there, Edinboro did score at the football game. The score is now 6-0 with 7:49 left in the first quarter. Your Fighting Scots are leading. That was Walter Fletcher, rushed for 13 yards to the touchdown. Looks like Davis and Elkins is ready to come back in action. Score is 20-15 here in this first match. Kelly Smith back up to serve for Davis and Elkins. Serve is up and over. Skrupchak with that to Eldridge excuse me, I lost my train of thought. I believe it was Sally Sturkle they called a double hit on, so that did give Davis and Elkins the point. 21-15 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this first match. Skrupchak with that dig. Two-handed Cantrell who smacks it over. The Senators trying to tip it over at last second, but Edinboro did get that point. 20-16. They're going to have Sierra Jackson serving this ball. And if you're just tuning in, Sierra Jackson's serve, she goes all the way out, if you can see, all the way out on the edge of your screen. Serve up and over. A set and a pass and a hit from Davis and Elkins in a little bit of a gap there. It doesn't happen a lot with the Edinboro team, but every so often there's just a small little gap. And they're super good about fixing it. In my last couple years, I've been calling volleyball for 3 years now here, and it happens the first couple games, and then they fix it really quickly, which is super important to do in a volleyball match. Senators back up to serve. 22-16 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Up and over to Breer. Sturkle getting it back over for the team. Ooh, a block again from Sturkle is going to give Edinboro the point. 22-17 in this match, excuse me, here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Hannah Brenatar to serve for Edinboro. Service up and over. Davis and Elkins with a nice play, but Hannah Brenatar right there Skrupchuk sending it over. Back and forth here play, like I've said over and over, back and forth play. They're going to call a double hit here on Edinboro, so it's going to be Davison Elkins point, 23-17 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Service up and over. Megan Skrupchuk trying to go for it, but just a little bit off the arm in the incorrect way, giving Davison Elkins the point. That ball is going to be short on Davison Elkins, giving Edinboro the point. Sally Sturkle up to serve for Edinboro. Serve up and over. I always do that. I always speak too soon. It was over, but you never know. Going to be a block from Paige Morris and Alicia Eldridge. They were ready there for it, but it did bounce off their hands a little incorrectly and go out of bounds on them. 18-25 is the final score of that match here in Macomb Fieldhouse. That's going to be the first match to Davison Elkins Senators, but there are still, we play till best out of 5 here in the PSAC, well, I guess in all college for volleyball. Again, if you're just tuning in, my name is Maddie G. I am your play-by-play and color commentator for this game here at Macomb Fieldhouse. If you're tuning in on WFSC, there are 3 minutes here before our next game here, our next match here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Get yourself hooked up to the TuneIn or NoBax app, or even sit by a radio. You can listen to the football game while you're listening and watching ETV. Edinboro is currently, let me refresh my page real quick. Edinboro is currently still leading 7-0 here. They're at Lake Erie College. 7:38 left in the first. Again, if you are around the Edinboro area and you are looking for some soccer action, tonight at 2 in Sox Harrison Stadium is the women's soccer team home opener. So make sure you're out there. If you're sitting here at the volleyball game and in between the 2 matches, you can go over there, support your Edinboro Fighting Scots soccer team for their home opener. They did win their first game on Thursday, a 1-0 score. I believe they traveled to Ohio for that one. And it was a shutout by Edinboro's very own freshman goalie. So this season looking to be very exciting.
She said she didn't know what it was.
53 seconds left in this little timeout here. Both teams looking ready to go. Currently, Davison Elkins is leading in this game. 1 match, but still a lot of game to be played. Thank you for tuning in. This is on ETV here on our stream. My name is Maddie G. If you're just tuning in, we are playing, Edinboro's volleyball team is playing Davison Elkins here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Currently in this game, Davison Elkins has 1 match under their belt. Still a lot of volleyball to go though yet. As I mentioned before, they're going to go to best of 5. Last night, Edinboro with the win, a 3-0 sweep against Lock Haven. Although it was a 3-0 sweep, Lock Haven did not, they put up a fight, they did not let it go they did not lose easily. I can say that. Trey Staunch and I were on the call, and Edinboro did get that win and all 3 of those little wins in the matches. Alicia Eldridge with the serve. Senators very ready, but Edinboro is going to get the first point of this match, 1-0 here at McComb Fieldhouse in the second match against Davis-Elkins Senators. Senators just kind of finding a way to send it over. Paige Morris, there's a lot of action that just happened real quickly. Still going on. A lot of in-the-middle action. Davis-Elkins is going to end up with a point from that. A lot of back-and-forth action there. It was a block and a nice tip, and then they saved it. Davis-Elkins saved it, and then back and forth right there in the middle, as I was saying. I was just trying to process what was going on. Davis-Elkins is going to be up to serve. Maddie Gill. Serve is up, and Molly Breer was there, ready for it. Sierra Jackson with a strong hit right over. The Senators were ready for that, though, with a strong hit of their own, but Molly Breer was there. Sierra Jackson back with a strong hit, getting Edinboro another point. 2-1 here at McComb Fieldhouse in the second match. We talked about Sierra Jackson's strong hit all the time because she's got such a strong arm. A lot of the girls on this team do. Sierra Jackson's a sophomore. She played a lot last season, getting a lot of experience, and this season she came out with games under her belt. She didn't have to kind of go through the process of just getting into playing time. That happens a lot here at Edinboro. We play our freshmen a lot, and they have that experience, which is important as they get older and progress as upper-level collegiate athletes. Edinboro with a hit. Grubtalk sending it over. Davis-Elkins ready for it, sending a strong hit. It's going to be a tip off of Edinboro, out of bounds. 2-2 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. Eldridge with the set. Megan Grubtalk was a nice hit, but Davis-Elkins Senators were there to block. Blocked it, and then it kind of landed in an area where nobody could really get to that quickly. That's what happens when you have a lot of action in the middle there. Things happen very quickly, and it's very, I give it up to these girls for being able to process what's going on so quickly, because I'm watching it happen, and I don't think I would have had the reaction time to do that. Grubtalk trying to go for that dig, but just missing it. Davis-Elkins with the point, 3-3 here at McComb Fieldhouse. If you were just now tuning in, this is the women's volleyball game against Davis-Elkins College. My name is Maddie G. I'm your play-by-play and color commentator for this match. Edinboro with that point, 4-3. Hannah Brennitar is going to be up to serve. Just a quick update from the football game at Lake Erie College. Edinboro is now leading 13-0. Andrew Tomko just had a complete pass to Denaz Gregory. 60 yards he ran to get that touchdown, it's worded wrong, but it was 60 yards to get the touchdown. Jake Monroe getting us the extra point with his kick for a field goal. Back into volleyball, 5-3 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Giancarlo trying to get that dig there, but just rolling off around the incorrect way, but that's okay. We've got a lot of time left here. 5-4 in the second match here at McComb Fieldhouse. Caitlin LaCour for Davis-Elkins up to serve. Serve is up and out. 6-4 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Edinboro in the lead. A lot of volleyball to be played yet. These teams are aggressively playing. We saw this last night with Lockhaven, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. A lot of play, Gonna be Hannah Brunstad saving it a little bit, and Megan Grubtalk running to try to catch that just a little too late. Gonna give Davis-Elkins the point. 6-5 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Edinboro in the lead. Service up and over. Skruptak ready for it. To Eldridge, who kind of shifts it over to the Senators' side. But they're ready for it and sends it back. Eldridge with the set. Sierra Jackson with the tip. Davison Elkins is going to get that point. 6-6 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Service up and over from the Senators. Edinboro ready for it, sending it right back over to the Senators' side. Edinboro with that point. 7-6 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Service up and over from Stally Sturkle. A hit, but Sierra Jackson was ready with that set. Alicia Eldridge to Sierra Jackson with that strong hit, just hitting it a little out of bounds. 8-6 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Sturkle over the net to Davison Elkins Senators. Hannah Brunishard going for a set there. Just kind of, it just kind of hit weird. Davison Elkins did get the point for that one. 8-7 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Senators up to serve now. Service up and over. Edinboro ready for it though, as always. Alicia Eldridge with the set to Sierra Jackson. Megan Skruptak running for that. Hannah Brunishard hitting it over. Davis Elkins with the point there. 8-8. Davis Elkins with the serve over. Hannah Brunishard ready for their Alicia Eldridge to Sierra Jackson, who hits it. Alicia Eldridge, it goes off of her arm. She's ready for it though when it comes back to her. Back over. Davison Elkins is just as ready though. Sending it back over. Brunishard to Eldridge to Jackson, who smacks it down. That's a strong hit to take. I believe that was number 6 of Davison Elkins. Kind of smacked right off her hands. Elise Bonnet. Kind of smacked right off her arm, but that did give Edinboro the point. Alicia Eldridge is going to be up to serve. If you are just now tuning in, this is the match against Davison Elkins College, the Edinboro women's volleyball team. Alicia Eldridge is going to be up to serve. Service up and over. A little bit of confusion, lack of communication maybe over on Davison Elkins, leaving number 8, Caitlin LaCour, to run out there and kind of try to get it back over, but was a little short there. So Edinboro did get the point. 11-8. Edinboro still in the lead. Alicia Eldridge serve goes a little short on her, so it's going to be Davison Elkins' point there. 11-9 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Service up and over. Eldridge kind of tipping it over, ready to tip it over. The Senators, I don't think they expected that to happen right in the middle of their court. There's a little bit of a campfire there. Sierra Jackson again. If you see, she's all the way back against the wall for her serves. Serve is up and over. Davis Elkins playing it back over to Edinboro's side. Breer to Eldridge to Morris. Sending it back over. Jackson to Eldridge to Skruptak, who saves the ball after it was blocked. After her hit was blocked, excuse me. Sending it back on over. The Senators are going to send it out of bounds on Edinboro's side. 13-9. Sierra Jackson's going to be up to serve again. Service up and over. A dig and a back pass, excuse me, with a hit from Caitlin Core on Davis and Elkins' side. Gets them the point, 13-10. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion in the substitution. Maybe she didn't hit the right spot on the line. I know they're very particular about that in volleyball. Davis and Elkins, Kelly Smith up to serve. Megan Skrupchak ready for it. Alicia Eldridge, number 11 for Edinboro side. Morgan Sharp, senior. Jessica Giannacaro up to serve for Edinboro here. Service up and over. Ooh, that was a nice tip from Sally Sturkle, the freshman out of Chesterland, Ohio. Sally Sturkle is 6'2", according to my statistics right here. It's easy for her to kind of get herself there and blocking and tipping, and I mean, it proved correct for her there. 15-10 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. They're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We're going to stay right here. I'm going to update you right now on the Edinboro football game at Lake Erie College. If you're not tuned in on the Novaks or TuneIn app right now, currently you can be, and be watching ETV for this volleyball matchup and be listening to the football game, excuse me. I'm actually just getting word from the studio right now. We're going to take a quick 30-second break here on ETV.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Maddie G. I am here at Macomb Fieldhouse calling on ETV this women's volleyball game. A little bit of a play there. 16-18 to update you on your score. Edinboro with the serve currently. Jessica Giannacaro. Serve is up and over. Eldridge with the set 2. Skrupchak setting it over. Davis and Elkins ready for it though. 17-10 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Jessica Giannacaro is going to be back up to serve. Serve is up and over. A set and a hit from Davis and Elkins. 18-10 here. Another timeout here. We're going to update you on this football game, I think. 27 seconds left in, they're updating it as I'm updating it. 27 seconds left in the first at Lake Erie College. Edinboro leading 14-0. Here at Macomb Fieldhouse, your score is currently 18-10 against Davis and Elkins College. And I'll say it again and again, if you are out in the area ready, I just saw Coach Gary Kagiabas walk in to support this women's volleyball team. His soccer team will be playing at 2 p.m. at Sox Harrison Stadium. I do see a lot of the soccer girls out here ready, supporting their fellow Fighting Scots athletes. That's something we see a lot here at Edinboro. If I'm ever on the call for ATV, you'll hear me say it over and over again. When I'm on the call for WFSC, you'll hear me say it over and over again. The student body here is phenomenal about coming out and supporting their teams. Back into play here, Davidson Elkins, a hit right to number 20, Abigail Horner. It's going to go out on Edinboro, 18-11 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Service up and over for the Senators. Horner ready for it. Right to Skrepchuk, who's going to send it a little hard over the line. Going to go out a little bit, but that's okay. 18-12 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Senators with the serve again. Serve is up and over and play, and Edinboro's going to send it right back to them, getting the point. Hannah Bredetar with the serve for Edinboro. Serve is up and over. Ooh, a lot of low playing action there. Kelly Smith of Davidson Elkins trying to dig it, but just kind of sending it into the kind of leg of another one of her players who kind of saved it, and they kind of saved it, but it wouldn't have been able to get up and over in 3 passes there. Edinboro with that point, 20-12. Edinboro ready for the hit. Davidson Elkins had to serve them. Senators sending it back over to Edinboro. We're ready. Alicia Eldridge to Sally Sturkle, who's going to send it over. It's going to go off of Davidson Elkins' hands and out of bounds. 21-12 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Up and over. Edinboro's going to get that point, 22-12 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. To update you on the football game that is happening at Lake Erie College. 14-0, just start of the second quarter. Bredetar with that serve, 22-13 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Caitlin McClure for Davidson Elkins going to be up to serve. Serve up and over. Molly Breer, with that dig. Oh, Alicia Eldridge tried to go for it, just missed it a little bit. 22-14 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro with that point. Megan Skrepchuk, up to serve here for Edinboro. Skrepchuk's serve is up and over. A save by her own player, kind of shooting it a little long there, but gets it over to Edinboro's side. Sierra Jackson swoops in, hits it over. Point for Davidson Elkins, 23-15 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Senators serve is up and over. Alicia Eldridge tipping it over. We've seen a couple of those from her today. Just kind of finding that one spot and just being ready to hit it. They're getting us a point. Match point, 24-15 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Circle serve is up and over. Ooh. Megan Skrepchuk was ready right there for it. Just kind of slid herself a little bit across the floor. (24-16) here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Davis and Elkins Senators are going to be up to serve. Proper grammar is important. It's going to be number 6, Elise Bonnet, to serve for Davis and Elkins. Serve is up and over. Hannah Brothers are ready for that. Molly Breer with the swoop in to Sierra Jackson, who's going to give it her strong hit, giving Edinboro the point. 25-16 here at Macomb Fieldhouse is your final score for the match. Edinboro and Davis and Elkins are currently tied 1-1 in matches. Again, they play to best of 5. To update you on the Edinboro football team, their game right now at Lake Erie College, Edinboro is currently winning 21-0. Walter Fletcher with a touchdown and Jake Monroe with a field goal, giving us 21-0 right now at Lake Erie College.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Hello and welcome back. We are here at Macomb Fieldhouse. My name is Maddie G. I am your play-by-play and color commentator for this game here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Currently, Edinboro is tied with Davis and Elkins 1-1 in this game. Again, they play best of 5. To update you on the Edinboro football team once again, Lake Erie College, they are currently on the call Luke and Chris for WFSC, so if you're tuned in on the TuneIn or Novaks app or on your computer, you could be streaming and listening to them. You could be streaming this game as well. 21-0 there at Lake Erie College. In the second, they've got 14:41 left. A lot of football to be played, a lot of volleyball to be played here. And later at 2 p.m. in Sox Harrison Stadium, there will be a lot of soccer to be played. So make sure you're coming out and supporting your Fighting Scots. Back here for our third match here at Macomb Fieldhouse. 33 seconds left until the next match will start. Again, my name is Maddie G. I am here at Macomb Fieldhouse for this women's volleyball game. I am your play-by-play and color commentator here on ETV today. If you are not used to me being on ETV, I mean, you might be, but I am usually on WFSC. Today, WFSC currently is broadcasting, the men's football game against Lake Erie College, in which they are currently winning 21-0 with 14:41 left in the second. Looks like we are ready to go here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Davis and Elkins with the serve. Maddie Gill, a sophomore out of Castle Rock. Serve is up and over to Edinboro side, who is ready, Molly Breer. To Sierra Jackson with a strong hit. Very strong hit. Hitting it kind of clear right out of the stands there. But they're going to call, I believe, a tip they called, so Edinboro is going to get that point off of Sierra Jackson's strong hit. 1-0 there. 1-0 here, excuse me, at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. The Senators are ready for it, though. Strong hit. Strong hit. Leading in the back corner of Edinboro's box. Sierra Jackson going for it. Just a little bit of a reach. 1-1 in this third match here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over from Kelly Smith on Davison Elkins. Edinboro very much ready for it though. Got a good scrub talk, hitting it there. Gonna get the point. Jessica Giannacaro is gonna be up to serve. Kind of chasing after the ball. She's ready though. Serve is up and over. Senators ready as always though. Right back, strong hit and strong block from both sides. Strong hit from Davison Elkins and strong block from Edinboro. But again, when you have that much force, a block can turn into kind of bouncing off your hands and going out of bounds, which is exactly what happened. 2-2 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Senators are going to be up to serve. Up and over. Edinboro is ready for it though. Repcock sending it over. Davison Elkins not getting it over though. Back over, excuse me. 3-2 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Edinboro is in the lead. Currently we're in the third match out of 5. 1-1. Hannah Bredeshire with the serve up and over. Kelly Smith of Davison Elkins sending it back over. Megan Skreptok with a strong hit. Edinboro kind of saving themselves a little bit, but they ran out of hits there. They can only go up to 3, and they ran out a little bit. They were trying to save themselves. They were doing a really good job. A lot of action right there in the center, which happens a lot here. Davison Elkins is going to be up to serve again. Up and over. Eldridge with the set to Storkel, who has a strong hit. I'm gonna send it over. And it's gonna be a tip off of Davison Elkins. So it's gonna be Edinboro's serve and Edinboro's point. 4-3 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Lots of play right here. Eldridge sending it over. She's tipping it over. I think Davison Elkins might be catching on to her a little bit though. Circle's gonna smack it. It's gonna look like it's going out to Davison Elkins. I can see how they thought that was going out, but it was in, and it did get Edinboro that point. 5-3 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Serve up and over, tip by Sierra Jackson. A little bit of confusion and miscommunication leading Edinboro to get the point there. 6-3 here in this third match here at McComb Fieldhouse. Currently, both teams have one match under their belt. Best of 5 here in volleyball. Megan Skreptok's going to be up to serve. Skreptok's serve is up and over. Davison Elkins taking a little slower there, trying to hit it over. Goes a little bit into the net. 7-3 here at McComb Fieldhouse. As the Edinboro volleyball team goes on break, I'm going to update you a little bit on the football team. 28-0 at Lake Erie College currently. Walter Fletcher with a touchdown. And, Tanaz Gregory with a touchdown. And Jake Monroe with another field goal kick, giving us 28-0 at Lake Erie College. Lots of sports we said going on last night. We had Trey Staunch of WFSC and the Edinboro football team on the call last night for volleyball. We were talking about lots of sports happening. We have got this tournament that we are currently streaming right now for volleyball. Last night today, we have football today and soccer today at 2 in Sox Harrison Stadium. So this game should end just about that time. So if you're out here at this volleyball game, kind of move over to the soccer game a little bit, watch that, and then come back here at 4 for the second match Edinboro will be playing in this tournament. Skreptok with the serve, up and over. Davison Elkins, again, taking it a little slower, kind of tipping it over, but it was a graceful, very graceful tip, but just kind of like went out of the far end of the court here, giving Edinboro the point. Skreptok back up to serve, 8-3 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Davison Elkins, a nice hit from them, but again, Edinboro ready. Jessica Giannacaro ready for that. A block from Davison Elkins sends it back over to Edinboro's side. Sally Circle, Alicia Eldridge with a nice smack, sending it off the hands of Davis Elkins and out of bounds. 9-3 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Skreptok back up to serve. A little bit of I don't know exactly what went on at that point, but Davis Elkins did end up at that point 9-4 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over from Davis Elkins. Edinboro ready though. Sierra Jackson with a strong hit. Oh, sending it just over, but Davis Elkins is ready. A hit and a tip off of Hannah Brennetar's hands, giving Davis Elkins the point. 9-5 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Senators will be back up to serve. Serve is up and over. Sierra Jackson's strong arm, sending it a little bit out of bounds there. They're gonna give Edinboro the point on that one. 9-6 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Sally Sturkle up to serve. Oh, excuse me, they're switching it out real quick. Molly Breer up to serve. Breer serve is up and over to Davis Elkins' side. Play sends it back over to Edinboro's side. Sierra Jackson coming in with that strong hit. Ooh, a save from Davis Elkins. They ran for it. They almost did bring it back over to the side. Molly Breer back up to serve over. Out on Davis and Elkins. It looked like a little bit of miscommunication there as to who is going to go get it. Sending one of them running last minute and not quite making it there. Molly Breer with the serve. 12-5 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro in the lead. Breer's serve is over. A set and yeah, they're going to give Edinboro that point. They're going to give Edinboro that point. She kind of punched the ball. I'm not sure if that's the reason they called that or not. 13-5 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. Gonna be a point for Davis Elkins. 13-6 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. Hannah Brennetar ready for it to Alicia Eldridge. Paige Morris gonna give it a hit over. Davis Elkins is ready though. Sending it right back to Edinboro's side with a block from Sierra Jackson, sending it right back to them. Ooh. Edinboro trying to save themselves here. Megan Skreptok to Sierra Jackson, who's going to hit it over. Oh, a lot of confusion there in the middle. I know you can see what I'm seeing, but Megan Skreptok coming in, kind of slowing it down a little bit. Sierra Jackson with that strong hit and a little out of bounds there. That was a lot of aggressive, good play there that just happened. Davis Elkins going to be up for the serve. Up and over. Eldridge to Brennetar. Sending it back on over. A hit and a block. They're going to call it out on Edinboro. 13-8 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. Eldridge to Jackson, giving it a strong hit. Back over to Davis Elkins. Senators who are ready. Sending it right back to Edinboro. Eldridge with a set to Sierra Jackson. Strong hit. Very, very close to that corner, but it was out on Edinboro. 13-9. In this second match, or third match, excuse me. 1-1 currently stand the matches. The ball is up and short, giving Edinboro the point and the serving. Alicia Eldridge behind the line for the serve. 14-9 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and short. 14-10. Service up and over. Edinboro ready for it though. Megan Skruptak. A block sends it right back to Edinboro's side. Paige Morris kind of faking them out. A hit from number 11, Morgan Sharp. Sends it on over into the box, getting us a point, or Edinboro point, excuse me, 15-10. Sierra Jackson way back behind that line to serve. Serve is up and over. Davis Elkins trying to control the ball there a little bit, sending it back over. Edinboro ready for them to send it back to them though. Morgan Sharp going to hit it just a little bit out of that line. Davis Elkins with that point, 15-11 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over, and we're ready for it. Alicia Eldridge to Megan Skruptak, who's going to send it over. Bounces off a couple of Davis Elkins players and gets Edinboro the point, 16-11. Edinboro with the serve. Jessica Giannacaro looking to run back to behind that line for the serve. Serve is up and over. Senators with a set and a kind of tip over and back over. Eldridge ready for it though, sending it to Sharp, who's going to send it right over. Davis Elkins are ready for it though. A hit over to the Edinboro side, tipped off somebody's hands before it touched the ground behind that line. 16-11. Davis Elkins with the serve. A tip from Edinboro and a save from Davis Elkins. A very good save, might I add. They just couldn't get it over in time. Edinboro with the point, 17-12. Hannah Brenitar to serve. Edinboro with a nice save far out here by me. A tip from Davis Elkins. Hannah Brenitar ready though, whether she knew it or not. Sending it back on over to one of her players, one of her teammates, excuse me. Leading Davis Elkins to get the other point. Caitlin LeCoeur of Davis Elkins with the serve. 17-13 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve up and over. Molly Breer ready for it. Alicia Eldridge to Megan Skruptak, going to send it over. Senators are going to send it right back over. A tip from Sally Skirkle, giving Edinboro the point. Megan Skruptak to serve for Edinboro. 18-13 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up in a little bit of saving Davis Elkins had to do. Hannah Brenitar running in there, getting it over for the point. 19-13 here. 1-1 matches here at Macomb Fieldhouse. One under Edinboro's belt and one under Davis Elkins. They're going to go ahead and take a quick timeout. We are going to stay right here. I will give you a little bit of statistics here for this team. Again, if you were tuning in last night, Edinboro did win in a 3-0 sweep against Lock Haven. The scores for those games were 19-25, 23-25, and 20-25. So again, Lock Haven did not just kind of let those games go. They played aggressively. So did Edinboro. Very aggressive play here tonight and today. Here from all the teams in this tournament. I stayed and I watched the game before the game, the Edinboro Lock Haven game yesterday against Glenville and Davis Elkins, and very, very hard, aggressive play again. I'm almost certain it went into 5 matches in that game as well. So you're seeing a lot of aggressive volleyball being played, which is kind of exciting, leads to a really exciting game. We're going to be back here. Megan Skruptak up with the serve. Brenatar to Eldridge to Jackson, who's going to smack it over. Davis and Elkins saving her. The smack, though. Edinboro sending it back over. They're going to call a double hit, on Davis and Elkins. Megan Skruptak back to serve for Edinboro, 21-13 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Skruptak's serve is up and over. (22-13). Megan Skruptak back up to serve. Skruptak with a serve over to Davis and Elkins. It's going to be out on Davis and Elkins. Edinboro at that point, 24-13. Going to be match point for Edinboro. Excuse me, 23-13, not 24. Megan Skruptak with the serve up and over. Hit from Davis and Elkins, a block from Edinboro. Alicia Eldridge to Jessica Giancarlo, sending it over. A lot of play in the middle there. Sally Sturkle kind of going up for it. Sierra Jackson sending it over to the far back corner of Davis and Elkins. Kind of get the play out of the middle there. They're going to call a tip on Edinboro, giving Davis and Elkins the point, 13-14, or 23-14 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. A set and a hit from Edinboro, getting them the match point, 24-14 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this third match against Davis and Elkins. Molly Breer is going to be up to serve for Edinboro, the sophomore out of Eden, New York. Serve is up and over. Davis and Elkins playing it out. It's going to be out on Davis and Elkins. 25-14 here at Macomb Fieldhouse for the second match. Edinboro winning that. Edinboro winning that match, 24-14. Edinboro currently has 2 matches under their belt. Davis and Elkins 1. I'm going to update you real quick on the football game being played at Lake Erie College. Currently, I'm going to refresh my page just so I make sure I give you correct statistics here. 35-0 at Lake Erie College right now. Edinboro is winning 35-0. Last we knew, I'm going to try and see if I can get this to go down a little further. Oh, my statistics don't read that far. All right, so currently Edinboro is still sitting 35-0 at Lake Erie College. 6:29 left in the second. They're still in the first half, and it is 35-0. So a lot of football to be played yet, but we also have a lot of volleyball to be played here. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break here on ETV, but we will be right back for all your volleyball action.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Hello and welcome back. We are here at Macomb Fieldhouse. My name is Maddie G. I'm your play-by-play and color commentator for this game against Davis and Elkins. Currently, Edinboro has 2 wins under their belt, and Davis and Elkins has 1 under their belt. We're going into our 4th match here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Again, we play best out of 5, so if Edinboro were to win this game, they would win our match. They'd win the overall game. And if Davis and Elkins were to win this match, we'd go into a 5th match to see who would take the game. If you were listening before the break, I updated you on the score of the Edinboro football team. 35-0 with 6:29 left in the second. And if you are around the Edinboro area in about almost 45 minutes, the Edinboro soccer team will be at Scots Harrison Stadium for their home opener here, right here at Scots Harrison. Excuse me, not Macomb. They don't play in Macomb. They play in Scots Harrison. Looks like we are just about ready to go here into our 4th match at Macomb Fieldhouse. Alicia Aldridge to start out the serve for Edinboro. Serve is up and over. Davis and Elkins ready for it though. A smack and a block from Edinboro, leaving Davis and Elkins with the first point of this 4th match. 1-0. Davis and Elkins leading. Kelly Smith, the libero of Davis and Elkins, up to serve. Serve is up and over. A little bit of running from Alicia Aldridge. Just couldn't make it there just in time. Davis and Elkins with the 2nd point of this game. 2-0, Davis and Elkins. Kelly Smith for the Senators back up to serve. Sierra Jackson. Strong hit. Edinboro playing it out. Sending it over, kind of slowing down the pace a little bit. They've been playing a lot of aggressive, quick volleyball all night, last night, and all day today. Sierra Jackson up to serve. Up and over and in play. Molly Breer to Alicia Eldridge. Back to Molly Breer, who's going to send it over. A tip from Megan Skrepchuk, sending it to the floor of Davis and Elkins' side. 2-2 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve from Sierra Jackson way on the far end of the gym. Up and over to Davis and Elkins. She's right there though for that pass back over when Davis and Elkins send it back over. Set and a hit. Ooh, a little bit of a campfire there as Alicia Eldridge, Morgan Skrepchuk, and I believe Molly Breer went all for it. Wiping up the floor a little bit here at Macomb Fieldhouse. 2-3. Davis and Elkins is leading here in this 4th match of this tournament. Up and over. Kelly Smith of Davis and Elkins with the dig. A smack from Caitlin McCurr right off the hands of Paige Morris and Morgan Sharp, sending it out of bounds on Edinboro. Davison Elkins for Edinboro 2. Davison Elkins back up to serve. Right now I'm joined by my color commentator, Kiara, who has been on camera the most of this game. She's been here the whole game watching this game. She is up here to join me for probably the last half of this match. Scrub Talk with a nice hit, sending it to Sharp. A tip off of Davison Elkins' hands, sending it on the floor of a tip off of Edinboro's hands, sending it on the floor of Davison Elkins. 4-3 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this tournament. Kira, what have you seen so far from this match?
You know, we're working really hard. We're doing really good. Our team, you know, they're out there. They're doing their thing.
Jessica Giannacarlo serving a little out of bounds on the far end of the court from up here in this crow's nest. 3-5, Davison Elkins is leading. Caitlin LeClure of Davison Elkins is going to be up to serve. Service up and over. Eldridge giving it to Sharp to tip over, getting Edinboro the point. 4-5 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Hannah Brunshire of Edinboro is going to be up to serve. Serve is up and over, digging a set, and a hit, strong hit from Davison Elkins, sending it right to Jessica Giannacarlo, who saves it. Edinboro playing it nicely, but just couldn't get over the net in the last second. 4-6, Davison Elkins is leading in this fourth match. Ball is up and over right to Molly Breer, to Hannah Benatar, who kind of saves it. Megan Scrubtalk sending it over and out of bounds on Davison Elkins' side. 4-7 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. They're going to go ahead and call a timeout. It's going to be a 1-minute timeout, so we're going to stay right here with you. I've said it over and over again today. Lots of sports happening today and yesterday and all weekend on campus. It's our first week back from summer break, kind of.
Really exciting.
Very exciting. Everybody's got their first week of classes under their belt, ready to go for the rest of the semester. We were well into sports here last night with the tournament we were currently sitting at. Edinboro and Lock Haven. Edinboro sweeping Lock Haven 3-0. But as I mentioned before, Lock Haven did not take an easy lose. They were playing it just as aggressively. All the scores sat, I think, 20-something and 25. It was very close matches all throughout the night. And as I'm sitting here looking at this screen, kind of having a proud moment here. Currently at Lake Erie College, the score is 35-0 with 4:05 left in the first half of that game. Edinboro with a point, 7-5 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. And again, if you are around the area at 2 o'clock, in about 40 minutes, kickoff of the Edinboro women's soccer team's first home opener of the season. Again, Thursday they played in, I believe, in Ohio. A shutout from Edinboro's freshman goalie, 1-0, and they took that game, brought the win home. And we're looking for another win today at Sox Harrison Stadium. So get out there, support your Fighting Scots. I always say it, we love to see people in the stands and supporting. And it never lets us down. There's always people here supporting, especially student bodies, student athletes, supporting other student athletes. I'm always very, very proud to be here when things like that happen. Going to be Davison Elkins' point, 5-8 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Davison Elkins with the serve, up and over. Just a little bit under Megan Skreptalk's arms. She was ready for it, came right to her, just a little bit under her arms. 9-5 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Up and over, Sierra Jackson with a strong hit, back over to Davison Elkins. And a Predator with that dig there. Molly Breer sending it to Sierra Jackson with a strong hit. Kelly Smith, the libero of Davison Elkins, saving that one. But as it comes back over to her, hits off of her arm incorrectly and sends it towards the other end of the gym. 9-6 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Davison Elkins in the lead.
You know, Maddie, these girls did not come to play. Edinboro and Lake Erie teams are, you know, they are giving us everything they've got right now. They are doing excellent.
Davison Elkins with the point. 10-6 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Again, this is the fourth match of this game. Played a best of 5. Edinboro currently has 2 sitting under their belt and 1 for Davison Elkins under their belt. A lot of volleyball left to go, though. Serve up and over. Hit from Sierra Jackson. They're going to call that out on Edinboro. So Davison Elkins is going to get that point. There was a little confusion there between the refs, I believe. 11-6, Davison Elkins in the lead. Eldridge with the set to Sierra Jackson. She's going to hit it. A strong hit like Sierra Jackson. You have to be careful. A strong hit like Sierra Jackson, excuse me. You have to be careful because you can't always control it. You control the strength, but you can't control the... She's usually really good about controlling where it's going, but sometimes the strength is just a little out of her reach. Up from Alicia Eldridge, hit from Sierra Jackson, sending Davison Elkins running and sliding. They get it back over to Edinboro's side. Alicia Eldridge is going to do that sneaky tip there. We've seen that a couple times from her today, giving Edinboro the point, 12-7 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Eldridge is going to be up to serve. Up and over for Eldridge. Set and a hit from Sierra Jackson. Blocked off from her, blocked by Davison Elkins, sending it out of bounds on Jackson as it goes out. 13-7 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Kelly Smith of Davison Elkins up to serve. Service up and over right to Megan Skreptalk, who's ready for it. Sharp sending it over. Edinboro's going to get that point. A double hit for Davison Elkins is called. Sierra Jackson is going to be up to serve. Kira, as I mentioned all the time, Sierra Jackson goes way far out for her serves because she does have such a strong hit.
I've definitely noticed that.
All right, Davison Elkins with the ball, sending it right back to Sierra Jackson. Eldridge with the set. Skreptalk with the hit over.
You know, Sierra Jackson has been serving some pretty nice hits this game.
They have, or she has, excuse me. She has, everybody has really, as I've said, aggressive volleyball from the team, both last night and tonight, and all 4 teams in this tournament. Aggressive volleyball. I mentioned I stayed for the tournament before, or the game before, yesterday's game against Lockhaven. We're going to have up and over. Molly Breer to Skreptalk, who's going to send it over. Both teams ready to block each other's hits, or if they were going to tip. Going up at the same time. it is going to be Edinboro's point. Sierra Jackson up to serve. 13-10 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Davis Elkins is leading. As you see with Sierra Jackson's hit, she can go all the way. We saw it last night. She went all the way back and served her serve from all the way back at the far end of the wall, and it hit the other end of the wall. Strong hit from Sierra Jackson. We saw it all last season as she was a freshman, and we're seeing it all this season as a sophomore. Up and over for Davis and Elkins. Molly Breer ready for that. Alicia Eldridge getting it to Paige Morris, who tips it on over. Davis and Elkins is ready for it though. But Edinboro's just as ready back. They're going to call a tip on Davis and Elkins, giving Edinboro the point. Jessica Giannacaro up to serve. 14-11 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Jessica Giannacaro ready for her serve now. Up and short for Jessica Giannacaro. That serve. 15-11. Davis and Elkins still in the lead here in the fourth match. They're going to go ahead on timeout. So I'm going to go ahead and update you on the football game being played at Lake Erie College currently. We are sitting 35-0. Edinboro in the lead. First game of the season for the football team. I know we follow them all the time. Chris and Luke on the call on WFSC for that game currently. If you're tuned in on the TuneIn or Novaks app or online at edinboronow.com listening to the boys, you could be listening to the boys streaming this game to watch this game, and you can do all on your phone while you're at Scots Harrison for the soccer game at 2 o'clock. It's about a half hour away to their kickoff time. You don't want to miss any of these Edinboro sports. Lots of sports happening this weekend. Get out there and support your team if you are an Edinboro fan. Davis and Elkins with the serve right over to Edinboro. Alicia Eldridge with the set. Strong hit from Sally Sturkle, the freshman out of Chesterland, Ohio. She was ready for it. Came with a strong hit. Got Edinboro that point. Hannah Brodatar up to serve. Serve is up and over. A dig and a set from Davis and Elkins. Hannah Brodatar right there, ready for it. Skrupchuk sending it back over to Davis and Elkins. A pass and a hit from Skrupchuk, getting Edinboro the point. 16-13 here in the fourth match here at Macomb Fieldhouse.
I don't even want to say nothing biased. Like, I'm
Brodatar with the serve up and over. A lot of action, a lot of play. Davis and Elkins sending it back over to Edinboro's side. Jerko going for the hit. It gets blocked. Back to Edinboro. Skrupchuk with a strong hit. Just kind of get it out of there. Sends it a little out of the far corner of Davis and Elkins' side. Davis and Elkins with the point. 17-13 in this fourth match here at Scots Harrison Stadium. Molly Breer sending it to Eldridge, who sent it to Sturkle, sends it right over. Quick play there. 17-14. Skrupchuk with the serve over. Davis and Elkins ready for it though. Sending it right back. And they found that spot. We always talk about that spot. Edinboro's very good about covering every spot on the ground. but every so often there's one little spot that they don't have covered. Davis Elkins with the serve now. Up and over. Scrub talk to Eldridge to circle. Locked off of Davis Elkins. Edinboro trying to save it. Just couldn't get there just a little bit. Still a lot of volleyball to be played in this fourth match. 19-14 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro currently has 2 matches under the belt and Davis Elkins 1. Serve up and over. Lot of play. Davis Elkins trying to save it last minute. Number 6, Ellison won it with kind of like a hand up in there trying to save it. Didn't connect though. 19-15 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Davis Elkins still in the lead of this fourth match. Breer with the serve. Up and over. A set and a hit, but Breer is ready and right there for it. Eldridge sending it up. Scrub talk giving it a nice smack over to Davis Elkins' side. Davis Elkins sending it a little far out on Edinboro's side, past the box. But I believe they called it was a tip. So it is going to be Davis Elkins' point. 20-15 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro, nice save from Hannah Brennetar. A very strong and aggressive play that's happening right now as the points are adding up. 20-16 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Eldridge up to serve. Serve up and over. Right down to Molly Breer's hand. She did get a hand on it, but it didn't go as high up in the air as she needed it to. 21-16. Serve is up and over. Sierra Jackson saving it, sending it over. Sierra Jackson with the serve. Up and over. Sierra Jackson trying to save it. Just barely out of reach. 22-17 here in Macomb Fieldhouse. Brianna Hoffman of Davis Elkins up to serve. Up and over Edinboro at that point. 22-18 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Jessica Giannacaro is going to be up to serve for Edinboro. Serve is up and over. Edinboro with that point, a lot of action in the middle. They're going to call 4 hits, or 4 passes on Davis Elkins, and then they're going to go into a timeout. 22-19 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in the fourth match. Thank you again for streaming here on ETV. If you were tuned into WFSC as well, Chris and Luke are on the call for the Lake Erie College football game against Edinboro, or Edinboro against Lake Erie College, however you want to say it. They're playing against each other at Lake Erie. They are at 1 second until halftime. 35-0 at that game. We're going to go ahead and resume play here at this volleyball game, though. Jessica Giannacaro to serve. Up and over. Davis and Elkins kind of playing it slowly this time. Edinboro speeding up the pace, though. Kind of scrambling for the ball a little bit, but they get it over. Ooh, and ready there for a nice block. Alicia Eldridge to save that, as the block was a little early. Back over. Giannacaro is going to get it up, and I believe it was Sharp who sent it over. Davis and Elkins Senators, just couldn't get there in time. 20-22 here in the fourth match of this game. Giannacaro with the serve. LaCour sending it into the net, but it's going to be blocked by Edinboro and tipped off of their fingers, giving Davis and Elkins the point. 23-22 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in the fourth match. LaCour for Davis and Elkins is up to serve. Up and over, and way over the line there. Edinboro with that point, 21-23. Davis Elkins in the lead. Very, very close, aggressive game and match here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Sharp is going to serve it. Up and over. Davis and Elkins is ready for it, though. Edinboro just as ready as Eldridge sends it up for Skrepchuk to hit. Davis Elkins back at it, but Edinboro just as ready again. Sally Sturkle with a strong hit to break up the back and forth play. 22-23. Very, very close match.
A lot of aggression coming from both of these teams.
Absolutely, Kiara, that's right.
It's getting really heated up in here, you guys.
This is the point where I get stressed out. Up and over to Davis and Elkins' side. Back to Edinboro, who's ready for it. Alicia Eldridge saving it from the floor. Hitting it over. Sharp. Smack from Elkins. Oh, and a tip from Edinboro. Getting them the point. Tying up this match. 23-23 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Davis and Elkins, I believe, is going to call that timeout. We're going to go ahead here and update you on the football game as we have been, and then I think we're going to take a quick commercial break. We've got 1 minute left in this break. 35-0. Edinboro is winning at the football game. Lake Erie College, they're at the end of, they're at the end of the second, so they're in halftime. It looks like Davis and Elkins is ready to get this last couple points on the road here. Again, this game is going to go to 5 matches. If it goes to 5 matches, it's played best of 5. So if Edinboro wins this match, the game is Edinboro's, and if Davis and Elkins wins this match, they go into a fifth game, excuse me. Up and over from Sharp. Excuse me, Skrepchuk. No, Sharp. I was correct the first time. Back over, strong, aggressive play right now. Playing a very quick volleyball. Gonna be out on Davis and Elkins. 24-23. The crowd is kind of getting really into this game right now.
It is getting intense.
24-23. Edinboro is at match point. Davis and Elkins is not far behind them, though.
We are neck and neck, guys.
Morgan Sharp up to serve for Edinboro. Up and over. Davis and Elkins playing a slow game of volleyball right now. Edinboro is coming at them with hard volleyball. Eldridge hitting it kind of off the scoreboard, but Sally Sturkle is ready. Jessica Giannacaro ready for that. Getting Edinboro the point. 25-23. Edinboro is going to win this game against Davis and Elkins. Davis and Elkins Senators. Tune in again here on ETV at 4 p.m. where Edinboro will be taking on Glenville. Also, if you are at this volleyball game, take a run over to Scots Harrison. You have about 20 minutes until kickoff for the home opener of soccer. I know I'm going to be tuning into the football game as I'm sitting here waiting for the next volleyball match. If you are not already tuned in to football, you still have a whole half of a game left, 35-0 that score. Thank you to everybody in the studio and everybody who is in radio, I guess, as well. Anybody in campus media, thank you for all your hard work and dedication today. Kiara, thank you for being my co-host today.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. And you guys, thank you for everyone who came out for support. We appreciate it.
And again, we will be back here on ETV streaming at 4 p.m.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.